Where we talk about life, where we talk about love, where we talk about our journeys through grace. It's her voice and her perspectives on perspectives. 26 and 65 chats for women.
Welcome. It's been a while. It's been a while. So like 3 weeks?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So we'll just hop right in. And today we're just gonna lead by whatever you guys want to talk about. And I also have these little talk cards that I discovered. So who wants to go first? Throw a card out. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Who was your childhood celebrity crush? Did anybody have a celebrity crush?
Not that I probably did. Let me take it.
So that take me a moment.
Because I don't know. I come from the era that where you didn't have an opinion, and it was what Mama said.
Right.
So I wasn't good at my imaginary make believe. You know what I mean? I didn't have a lot of that.
So no celebrity?
I probably did.
So mine was Prince. So I remember me and my friends were walking home from school, and one of my friends had gotten an album cover with Prince on a horse, and I think it was, I don't know, he didn't have anything on, but his beautiful hair, and I was like, oh, he's so beautiful. That was my celebrity crush, but that was so long ago.
Yeah.
Diana, did you have a celebrity crush?
I like John Cena, wrestler. When I was a bit older.
Oh, good.
That young, yeah.
Oh, but he's a good guy. I like him. He
Yes.
he has a Whataburger or something like that. Some kind of burger chain. Yeah, he and his brothers. Okay. Oh, what's the most embarrassing thing that you've done to impress someone?
I can't think.
Oh, okay. This is when I was little though. I was like in elementary school. I had a crush on this boy and I wrote him a letter and I mailed it to his house. I put it in the mailbox and I sent it to his house. That was embarrassing. After that.
Did he say something about it at school?
I can't remember how it came up, but
you just
it
think
came
about
up. Yeah, somehow it came up, and it was. I remember putting it, like the big blue mailboxes.
Right.
I remember I dropped it in there, had his address, because I guess when I walked by his house, I was walking home for school. So I had his address, and I wrote him a little letter. I think it was probably like in 4th grade. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
I think I remember kind of like, how you used to write the little dare things. I think I remember doing something like that in middle school, but I can't remember who it was like with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like me?
Yes, check the box. Yes,
I can't remember who that was. Who that was with. I kind of remember. For some reason, my memory isn't that great.
Because we're
going
older.
back. Yeah, and but I won't call his name. But there was I had a crush on this young man when we were in grade school, because I remember liking him in grade school, and then we went to Poinsett.
Yeah.
And no, because people will remember if I say that. He looked like a businessman.
Wait, was that in elementary or was it in
that was in when we got into high school. He looked like a businessman.
Oh, okay.
He always carried a briefcase. And I was like, that's my man. Silly.
Well, I wrote a song. So you know how you do an acrostic poem? I spelled out his name and then did lyrics from what he sang. Oh my goodness. That's embarrassing.
That's cute, though.
Yeah, I did sing it. And it's funny because
Oh, wow.
he's a music producer. And
Ah.
still, we keep in contact still, but you know.
Wow. Does he know that?
Yeah.
He does.
Yes. All right. Is there anything in your life that's completely non-negotiable?
My peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely my peace. Yeah. I wouldn't have said that probably 20 years ago, but definitely my peace. Anything that's gonna just
Disrupt you.
yeah. I mean, things, just that's beyond things that, that can occur. Sometimes you kind of have moments, where things are trying to invade your
Right.
space and frustrate you and aggravate you. But to literally have a person in your life that just totally disrupts my peace,
Right.
non-negotiable.
Right.
Non-negotiable.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's too many to be named.
Diane said we don't have time because it's not
He's
happening.
one of them.
Yeah. I think everything comes around really to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Peace, be still. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's peace. And I think that in the dating arena, I will stop, it's like, or I'm not going to say ghost, but yeah, ghost if my peace is being disrupted. But I found myself now that I'm older, being more flexible. Yeah. But my non-negotiable is messing with my money. Can't mess with that's a non-negotiable. Don't mess with my money. That's it.
It's a film.
But definitely peace as well. Oh. So in a relationship, do you think it's acceptable to have secrets in a relationship?
No.
Not intentional secrets. Like there's some things that just might not come up.
Or you do look, may not come up. You try to make sure they don't come up.
I mean, like stuff that's like irrelevant from the past.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't
Yeah.
come up.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Okay. So you never mentioned that, but it's not like you're trying to keep it
Right. Yeah. Okay.
saying, yeah.
Ooh. Do either one of you have a weird talent?
No.
No talent? You have no talent?
Well,
Look, I saw Diana dancing. I was like, I'm gonna have to teach her to do the two-step. She was swinging. She was
that
I'm
was
doing
in her
so-
praise zone.
Yeah.
That's different.
Look, I'm gonna have to whisper in Joy's ear. Yeah, teach Mama how to do it.
Donna said she was in her own world.
Yeah, but that was so nice. I
Mhm.
saw
Yes.
they were doing
Freedom.
I forgot what song it was, but it stayed in my head forever.
Yeah. That must have positive.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Mhm. I love that.
Ooh. What's a trigger you become more aware of because of conflicts? A trigger.
Avoiding a question.
A question?
Just not being straight up.
Oh, so you're not answering a question because you think it would trigger something else, or
Well, no, someone else. Like if you ask, a question,
right?
and you can tell that they're avoiding.
Oh,
Yeah. You can tell they went to Tahiti and back,
okay.
brought the answer.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the trigger.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, at this juncture, just answer the question.
right.
It's a dialogue, question, answer, expound.
Right.
And it's like when you're like, got to go away to buy and
Right.
no, red flag.
Right, definitely. Yeah, the trigger. My trigger is if I call you and you don't answer the phone. And I'm not talking about just like my friends or whatever, but I'm talking about like a significant other. I call
Yeah.
and then you don't answer phone. It's like, oh, okay, I'll wait a few minutes and I'll call back. And then you don't answer the
Still
phone.
don't answer. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I know what time. No, that's a trigger because like the kids say, crash out.
Yeah. But I guess you have to kind of check that to make sure that you're not being a little bit unreasonable,
Right.
because maybe something legitimate,
Has
you know.
happened.
Yeah.
But if it happens too
it's-
many times.
Right. Definitely
Yeah.
one too many times.
Yeah. Do you have any
Yeah,
triggers?
No, I try to stay away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could get as mad as I used to be able to get. Like I used to be able to get like real mad, like real
Yeah.
fast. And I don't think I could really do that anymore. Like now, like when I just think about certain stuff, I just be like, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
the chill factor.
Yeah.
See, yeah, that's really good. I get like and maybe this is a more of a pet peeve, but it's a trigger too, because I love to ask. It's just one of my questions. So do you have a relationship with the Lord? Right? And so it's like when they say yes,
Mhm.
matter of fact, depending on what they say, but if they say yes, it's like, really tell me about it.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to tell me about it.
Right.
Okay?
And
So-
not just have said that just because they think that that's what you want to hear.
And so that's the trick. If you can't tell me about
Okay. Yeah. Next.
it, because there should be some excitement. There should
Right.
be. If you can't, then that means you don't really have one.
Right.
Yeah, or not close enough to be able to articulate it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that's a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah. Okay. What's something that you've learned about communication through arguments? Is there like,
Oh yeah, don't overreact.
That's
Don't
amazing.
overreact. Ask a clarifying question before you take them on through there.
Well, if she ever gets on the phone, she will.
okay,
She got to first get him on the phone
pick up the phone.
and remember not to overreact.
Right. I try not to. You know what? I'm one of those. I'm a thinker. I observe, and I try to. I don't know. I try to look at the big picture of everything
Yeah.
before I go in. You know, I may even have a delayed reaction on going in after I've thought about it. Like,
Mhm.
wait a minute. And sometimes I have to get an opinion
Yeah.
because I don't want to step out of line and react a particular way.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm thinking like Diana, don't overreact. So
Yeah.
I think probably a great deal of the time that's what occurs,
Mhm.
and that is what takes it to levels that it, should never, go
Right.
to. Why?
Because if you
Because-
overreact, then they'll overreact. And then
Yeah,
it
and then
climbs.
when you find out the truth, then you're like, oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah.
My bad.
Sorry.
And sometimes, receiving that my bad or my sorry takes them a while.
Right.
Or it can
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah, it can. It can. How do you balance fun and responsibility? How do you balance that? Fun and responsibility. I have a hard time balancing fun and responsibility.
And how do you balance it?
Because my fun is shopping. My fun is shopping, or sometimes I'm doom scrolling, sometimes because, we're inundated with so much, work and with other people's problems and children. You're inundated with so much. And so sometimes, fun overtakes because you have to digress. You have to find some type of song in it all. My hoop saw is my shopping here. Yeah. So how do you balance fun and responsibility?
I think that's just it. Um, figuring out how to bring the balance, especially when you realize you're off balance, whether it's too much shopping, or whether it's too much shopping, or too much scrolling, or something like that, just kind of really figuring out how to balance it. And sometimes it's so practical. It's as practical as, you know what? On Wednesdays, I'm not fooling with this phone. I'm not going to find myself scrolling, or I'm going to set a timer. I'm only scrolling 30 minutes. And I think it starts with just something practical to implement to help you find the balance. If sometimes you can struggle just finding the balance. But I think sometimes just finding something practical to kind of implement to kind of help you out.
Yeah.
So,
Responsible fun.
yes.
Yeah.
And even realizing that that it's okay too, because sometimes people struggle with that too. Not accepting the fact that
You can't have all work and no play.
you deserve to laugh. Yeah.
And you can have fun doing responsible stuff. Just your mindset, your perspective while you're doing it. It just because you're being responsible doesn't mean that you're not having fun.
Right. We talked about that at church last night. They were saying that it's okay to laugh and feel a little free in church. You don't have to be this rigid all the time.
Yeah. That was a good reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah, then there's nothing. I mean, what's the downside of shopping? Except if you're gathering too many things or you're spending money that you shouldn't be spending, but just going, looking around, walking around, getting the exercise. Yeah, maybe going with a friend, and if you just window shopping, and then maybe have boundaries in place of a budget or how much stuff. Okay, well, if I'm going to get something new, I need to get rid of this many stuff. Who likes that problem? But if it's just to go walk around, get out of the house, see different things. Some people really like fashion. They really like decor. So then they're also just getting ideas, not necessarily buying stuff or just, I see how that is. I could go home and I got this and that. And I can do it like that. Yeah. So it just depends, I think, what it is.
Good.
Okay. So this one is kind of like the other one I asked. It says, "What's a silly argument that you've had that you now laugh about?"
When you think something that's not happening is happening, and then you argue about it, and that never happened.
That is funny.
Yeah. You draw the wrong conclusion
Right.
from what you're seeing, and it never happened. And you're so mad, and you're so arguing, and then you realize everything you just went off about didn't even exist.
I know I was arguing about something, and they said, "Did you read your text?" I said, "Yeah."
Well, read again what you lasted.
No, I know. I teach reading. No. So I looked at the text. I was like,
You have to laugh at your own self.
that was embarrassing.
That's why I love it. It's been a while to get it. That's why I love it when I hear people say I don't take myself serious. It took me a minute to get that, but I love that as a reminder. It's like I love that reminder.
All right, so I'm gonna read this last one, and then it's gonna be you guys' turn. Ready? All right. What is a book or movie that has changed how you see the world or changed your perspective in some type of way? A book or a movie? A book or have you ever heard or looked at the movie The Notebook?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that. I think that has changed.
You never finished it? Watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. I keep saying I'm gonna watch it. I just gonna.
Yeah, that's changed my.
I always hear about that one too.
Yeah. It just teaches you to truly like document times in your life and also to cherish that person, while they're here because they're not problem. Even their physical or physicality is not, promised.
Yeah.
I saw this couple, the wife got into a car accident and And this was only 3 years after they married. And so he was left with having to care for his wife. But he said that his vows, he took his vows seriously,
Mhm.
you know, to death to his part, sickness and in health. And so, and it's really neat to see that relationship, how
Yeah.
she's coming along physically because she couldn't talk. She was a praise leader.
Mm.
Yeah. And so now she's even starting to sing. I mean, it's not like a peak perfection type thing, but
Mhm.
God is healing her and healing their relationship. And they've even gone on Facebook and talked about their relationship. And I'm pretty sure that it's helped other people as well.
Yeah.
There's a movie called Fireproof too. It's a little bit older, and it's about a relationship being restored. That they were basically going to divorce, and then the guy got advice from an older gentleman that kind of gave a challenge each day to take these different initiatives toward his wife.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then at the end, it just showed how basically love conquers all. If you keep being persistent and you
Right.
keep making those gentle gestures, that it could turn a heart.
I'm gonna hand it over to you guys, or you ladies.
Yes, we can ask you questions.
No, no, just whatever things you want to talk about, and then two, what a spiritual advice as well. What can we glean from?
Well, if we stay on the topic with peace that you brought up, and understanding that it's not really our peace, that it's Jesus's peace that he gives to us, and it's a peace that cannot be found in the world, that it's uniquely found in him. So in order to move in peace, we have to be in peace
Right.
in our spirit,
So good.
in our soul, and in our body.
Right.
Because usually there's an indicator that something's not right. And if the indicator is in the spirit, but in our soul, our emotion, and our physical body, we feel like it's all right,
Right.
we're going to pursue, even though we had an indicator in our spirit that it's not right. So then we're like not understanding, well, why is it not right?
Right.
Like we're like, I did this, I did that. This is like this is like this. I should feel whole. I should feel complete. I should be making forward motion. But then we realize, in retrospect, when we go back, that there was an indicator in our spirit,
Right. Almost like a red flag.
that didn't release us
Yeah.
to go, but because of our logical thinking
Yeah.
and our physical body, and then we go, but then we're missing that piece, the component of peace. And a lot of times we'll override the spirit and we'll go with the soul and with the body,
Yeah.
and we'll just go for something, but it's not the right thing. Because like my pastor teaches on that a lot, the difference between a good thing
Right.
and the right thing.
Yes.
And a lot of times we spend a whole bunch of time doing good things, and we're running all over doing good. And we're all over the place. Good.
Right.
But we're not doing the right thing that's going to bring us forward into what we're specifically supposed to be doing. So we're over here, good, all
All
poured
the
out, doing
various
good.
things.
Yeah, instead of moving forward
Yeah.
and what's right for us. And then, a lot of times people talk about the triangle as far as a relationship, like the husband, wife, and God. But it's the same thing if you put the spirit on top and then the soul and the body. The more we get closer in the spirit, then the less space that we have to be disrupted and thrown off task. Because when you have when you got all this space,
Right.
Yeah.
you get into a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah.
You don't need the devil to help you. You come out your own stuff. You got all this space.
Yeah.
But when we're moving in and we're narrowing in on the spirit and we're pursuing God, then it starts closing up that space.
Yeah.
So everything's more tight knit and we're able to operate like unbothered because we know that we're doing what's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no question about it. Because there's no negotiating.
Right.
Yeah. And then like a lot of times people say, my peace, my peace, my peace. But what's the standard of that
Yeah.
person's peace?
Yeah.
Like what's the standard of their peace? Is their
Right.
peace Jesus's peace?
Right.
Or is it just their own interpretation of what they like and don't like?
Oftentimes, that's what it is.
Yeah, because you could
Right.
be in peace even when everything around you chaotic.
Mhm.
But know that you're where you're supposed to be at that time, and you have to favor, you have to grace to be able to handle that situation. You could say, "Well, there's no place I'd rather be." It may be chaotic, but there's no place I'd rather be because
Mhm.
I'm in the will of God
Yeah.
in that specific circumstance. But then you got, other people that are disturb my peace because you don't think like them or do like them, or
Right.
give them what they want.
Yeah.
Right. Selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
That's so true. Yeah. Because the natural man won't understand it. It's like, what do you mean you're at peace? Do you hear all of that? Do you see
Right.
all of that?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
understand it.
Your life is out of control. No, it's exactly where it's supposed to be. Because you know what? God does not just give us this straight path.
Mhm.
He gives us these meandering pits, but as long as you stay the course,
Right. Then you see the end.
then you see the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's so true.
Yeah, and then the closer you could see in the spirit, then you could get like an aerial view. So if you think about like one
Right.
of those corn mazes or whatever,
Yeah.
if you're only on the ground, you can only see what's in front of you.
Right.
But if you come on top and you have an aerial
Elevation.
view, yeah, you
Yes.
could see how to navigate it and you
Right.
can see the way of escape.
Mhm.
So we have an aerial view by the spirit to be able to navigate our circumstances.
Right.
So
Yeah.
true.
Mhm.
It's so true. You can't see it if you stay on the surface.
Right.
That's where the enemy wants you to stay.
Right.
you
That's
know,
good.
In and bound by, circumstances and allowing everything around you to dictate,
Right.
and take the lead.
Yeah, like the difference between a thermometer and a thermostat. Y'all
Yes.
probably heard that.
Mhm.
No, what's
before.
that?
So if you're if you're a thermometer, you just changing based on the circumstance
Right.
around you.
Around you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but a thermostat doesn't allow those things to change it. The thermostat's set on 72.
Mhm.
If the house becomes too warm or if it becomes too cold, it's going to maintain 72.
Regulate.
Regulate. Yeah. So
Ah.
it's going to keep the conditioned space at the expectation. But a thermometer is just going to go up and down. The mercury is just going to go up and down
Right.
based off of what's going on in the
Yeah.
surroundings. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then it's like, which one are you?
I'm the regulator. I'm going to give you the thermostat. That's good. That's a good
Yeah.
analogy. Yeah.
I love that.
All right. So, Nisi, what do you have?
Well, I was piggybacking off of Diana. I mean, I would just to piggyback, we get to decide, which is greater. Is it going to be our flesh? Is it going to be the natural man or is it going to be our spirit? Because we're spirit first.
Right.
So if we want to obtain, this supernatural peace,
Right.
if we want to, walk in, the fruits of the spirit, then the spirit man has to be greater. So we get to decide who is going to dictate, what is dictating your life, what is dictating your decisions. And so, we get to decide that. You have to take ownership of it.
Right.
If you want to be surrounded by peace, then you have to allow peace to be in you.
Right.
Christ in us, the hope of glory. So, who's driving?
Right.
Who's
Who's
driving?
steering the boat?
Yeah.
What's the scripture that basically came from peace be still?
Oh, it was a storm.
Yeah.
And they were going across. Jesus said, we're going across. We're going to a specific place. So he already said what the expectation was that they were crossing over. Then a big storm broke out. And then the disciples are all frantic.
Right.
And they go looking for Jesus. And then it says he's asleep. And then it puts in the fact that on a pillow. So he didn't, but it's not like he just dozed off. It was intentional.
So,
We're on
right.
the boat. I'm going to go lay down. But he knew we're going to cross over.
Right.
So then when the disciples were all frantic, they say, don't you care? Don't you care
Right.
that we're perishing?
Yeah, don't need to care.
He said, he just looked to the elements. Peace, be still. Calm the storm. They were allowing what was going on around them to invest them in the inside of them, to affect them on the inside.
Yeah.
But he was like, nah, you shouldn't allow your circumstances to trouble you. like that. Just speak to the circumstances.
Right.
Yeah,
Speak
yes.
the word. Speak to the circumstance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Because we have authority. He's
Right.
giving us the authority.
Right.
And, we have to, see up.
Those things that be not as though they what? What are?
And then the faith is rooted in the word of God. So you have to find the place where it's written, find the scripture. And then that in Philippians chapter 4, it talks about the peace that surpasses all understanding, but it also gives the recipe. Okay, meditate on things that are true. The first one, okay. A lot of times we're meditating on things that are not true. So that's what Paul said.
Yes. Absolutely.
Now let's meditate on the things that are true. So if it's not true, it's not for you. And what's truth? Truth isn't aligned with the word of God. So just because somebody said it doesn't mean it's truth. It's not aligned with the word of God.
Absolutely.
So meditate on things that are true. And then it goes down the list. Noble, praiseworthy, virtuous. If there's anything you could be happy about, talk about that.
Okay. Okay.
That's the answer.
Put those
That's the
other
recipe.
things out of your mind.
Yeah.
Focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just evicted. Like we don't know. A lot of times we don't know that we have the authority to evict thoughts. We think everything that comes in our mind we have to think on. And then we also think that people that we perceive as being more elevated, that, they just must not have those thoughts. No, they have those thoughts.
Yes,
they know how to take them captive.
Yes.
Yeah, because you got to take it captive. You got to cast it down.
Yeah.
You got to throw it out if it's in disobedience to the word of God. So all they know how to do is take them captive. So when it comes, it doesn't penetrate, doesn't it just bounces off. And like, this crazy thought comes now. Instead of saying,
work the word. Yeah. We forget we have to work the word.
Yeah.
So keeping in step, working the word. But we don't want to, oftentimes we just, I think the thought is just not there and having an understanding to just do that, becoming the word.
And faith without works is we're not.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah. It's just working in it. Like Diana was saying. But, and being steadfast in the word, working the word. When the enemy comes in like a flood, it happens. All of these thoughts. It's kind of like even like in the morning time. Sometimes in the morning time, it's like, it's like you get up and or myself, it's like you get up and it's like,
rather chill.
Ryan shine like no zeal. And it's like, if you're not careful, you'll find yourself just in a routine.
Yeah.
In a routine with no zeal, no nothing.
Right.
And I've learned, and I'm still learning, that we have to activate ourselves.
Yeah.
You have to activate. And it's like, whatever it takes. I don't care if you just got to get up and start clapping your hands.
Right.
It's like whatever works. And sometimes it's just a very practical thing that we can do to find ourselves just awakened and alive, to the Spirit of God. But that's what the enemy, he wants us to feel like, okay, that's all I got. Thank you.
That's all I got. Yeah.
That's all I got.
Right.
And just learning to really just set your atmosphere, just learning how to just do some of those practical things, because it's like, no. No, there's more. There's more. It's like I can, it's like even when I wake up, it's one thing to hear all of those little phrases. It's like when she wakes up, the devil knows she has to back up.
Oh,
She ain't even doing nothing.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah, I've seen just a lot of those cute little things. And it's like they look cute, they sound cute. It's like, wow, that's powerful. If you work it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and everybody's watches are the same. Just because one person gets up and says, at 5 o'clock, I get up and I pray for 2 hours.
Right.
And then another person can't even get out of bed until 7:30. Maybe their watch is the night watch.
Exactly.
So people try to be everybody else's watch. So people are miserable. I'm trying to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to pray because she gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning to pray. Your watch is different.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't have to,
Find
instead of trying to duplicate what somebody else is doing, you
Right.
gotta find what you're supposed to be doing.
exactly.
And
Mine
never
used to
mind.
be on my drive to work because I had a 20-minute drive to work. So, that coming and going, that was my time,
It's just like, you own that particular time and just
Yeah.
really, recognizing the authority that you have, to the course of your day.
Right.
That's really, the revelation I believe that everyone should have, regardless of whatever your time is, just taking authority, over the day, not allowing the day to have, you take authority over the day, just really coming to that place, of that type of revelation, especially if you're an intercessor.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And we are. I think we all are intercessors because that's what God said that we are. I don't know if it's you remember that segment we had where in the Bible or not in the Bible, we're ambassadors for Christ. So everyone should intercede for their brother and sister. So
I believe people do it. I believe there's levels to it. I mean, because
Yeah.
if you have a family, of
Yeah.
course, sure you're praying for your family,
right.
your loved ones, your spouse, your children, or whatever.
But it helps to have the real, the true intercessors
Yeah.
in your
And it's a
corner.
place. I think it's a place. It's a growing place, and
Mhm.
I do think that there is, I say, a life of intercession,
Right.
and I think that that's just another whole revelation that you have, that you're called to that particular place.
Right. Well, as we end today, we just want to give a nugget, some type of nugget to our ladies, and whoever wants to start. Yes.
I would say, don't go by what it looks like. Pastor always says it all the time. He says, we don't go by what it looks like. We don't go by what it feels like. We go by what the word of God says. And when you look back, sometimes you realize how fast circumstances change.
Ooh,
So just 1 week ago today, somebody was talking to that I was talking to, they were having a difficult time trying to secure a place to live. Well, they already moved this week. So that was like that it's a Thursday today. So
Right.
last Thursday, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't have all the money. I don't know what's going to happen. And then this is another Thursday. And in between,
Done.
they've already moved and are in the new place.
Wow.
So stuff can change fast.
Yeah.
And then the same thing, just all recently this month, was going to see somebody in the hospital on a Monday, and they look like they're, close to checking out. And then you go see that same person on Thursday, and it looked like it wasn't a Monday.
Wow.
Looked just back regular.
Right.
So stuff could change so fast.
Yeah.
Just
So
keep
don't be
believing.
consumed in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep believing for the outcome, and then
Right.
allow God to help you navigate the steps, because a lot of times we're waiting for God to do it, but it's
Right.
really, he also gives us favor with the men and with people
Right.
to be able
Right.
to obtain, what he has set us to do, because it's in partnership. It's not one person who wins the Super Bowl.
Right.
One person there wins the Super
Right.
Bowl.
All joy
Absolutely.
supply.
Yeah, absolutely.
Need a quarterback, running back.
Absolutely.
No, sometimes we just need to mention it. They speak, the vision, speak our expectation. Not that you're begging anybody for anything, but you just speak the expectation, and then people will hear it, and then they'll want to help. The God will put it on their heart to find favor. Not that you're asking, oh, I need somebody to do this. Oh, I need somebody to do that. You're just speaking the expectation. And then a lot of times people will find themselves in that vision where they could say, oh, well, I could offer this. Or,
Right.
I could do that. They'll find themselves. Sometimes when we're trying to direct people, then that makes them standoffish. But when you just speak the vision, oh,
Right.
God, show me that, there was a time where God had spoke to my pastor to donate a certain amount of his books, Make Life Work, into the jail and into the drug treatment centers. A lot of books, like a big money volume of his books. So he just started telling people, God told me by this date to have these books. People to start writing checks. Oh, I want to give toward that. He wasn't asking them.
Right.
He just sharing the expectations, and then people see themselves in the vision,
That's good.
and then they become a part. They
Yeah.
plug in. So my nugget would be, don't give up so soon.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, and they are probably understood as well, sowing in the good ground too. Yes, that's good.
All right, Niecy.
I had something, but it went. Num, 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 num.
This is just something I heard. This was
Yeah.
okay. So they were asking the question, like there were like two spiritual disciplines, and they were saying like it was just like a conversation that a pastor had shared in an illustrative teaching. So there were like two spiritual disciplines, and they're like, well, which one is more important? And then his answer back to them, he said, was, which one's more important, inhaling or exhaling?
They just hold it.
No, you can't. You got it eventually.
So sometimes we're trying to
That's good.
be
Yeah.
so religious. Well,
Right.
well, which one's more
And that's
important?
it. So
Inhaling or
religious.
exhaling? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both
You
important.
both.
Both of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's it. Try to be so religious. You know, it's that, and that all, well, it comes up a lot, even with Easter. You start hearing all these, theories and, people trying to make the most highlighted point of Easter. Is it that he rose? No, is it what that he got up or that he died?
Well, that's Good Friday when he died and when he rose at Easter. And you can't have one without.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I'm it's like, I refuse. I absolutely refuse. Both had good points. And it gets to the point where it's like an argument. You're going too far. I'm so glad I learned early that the word, even before I began to have understanding, the word is not debatable. That's one thing I will never debate. I don't care what a person says. I don't care what they're trying to rebut or have an argumentative discussion about. I won't do
Can't
it.
refute
You won't
it.
suck me
That's
in.
it. Yeah.
I'm not doing it, baby. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. It is written.
Right.
It's done.
Yeah.
Not gonna do it. I don't know.
Well, my nugget would be take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And, sometimes we stress about taking care of everyone else before we take care of ourselves. When you get on an airplane, they ask you to first pull that down, put it over your mouth, and then take care of that person. And that's the same thing. That's an analogy of life. Take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of the people that are around you. Because if you're not good, then you can't make anyone else's life good or their situation good.
That's true. I think that's that one I've struggled with probably most of my life. Seeing about everybody else, so on and
Right.
so forth, and kind of neglecting yourself. So yeah, that's always a great reminder as well. Yeah. I guess I would just say,
Take trips to Miami. Get on
get on the bright
cruise.
line.
Yeah. She wants us to get on Bright Line, but she can't make up her mind when. And we're trying to get on the cruise. She can't make up her mind when. Don't look at me like that.
That's not.
What? It's not what?
That's not like 100% true.
Okay.
As far as the cruise,
Yeah.
I said, okay, yes, we can do it. You said the month. So I said, okay, let's do it. I said, send me the info. Okay. At that moment, I wasn't available to get the information. You still didn't send me
So
the info.
your word is what, Niecy? What's your word?
Just do it, girl.
Thank you. Just do it. That's a good word. Now, just do it. Let's plan that trip. Let's either go to Miami on Bright Line. They have these specials, $39. So
Wait, for one way or two way? I didn't know what I was
I think it's one way.
I think it's one way.
I think that's what we found.
Yeah.
It was one way, and then we backed off like,
Right.
oh, wait a minute. I'm like, that is not even that much.
Yeah. Yeah. $80 round trip. That'd be nice. And spend the day. So just do
Just
it.
to get
huh?
there, get the experience.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause
Exactly.
I've seen a few people kind of share their experience with it, and they said it was real nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a day of fun. Let's go back to that fun thing. It's a day of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, as we end, we just want to say, what do we want to say?
Keep on keeping on.
Okay. Keep on keeping on.
Keep it on and don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. And you have to participate. There was one thing that I was listening to this the other day, and it was a worship leader, prayer warrior. And, she began to say, let God arise. And it's like as she began to say that, she says, let God. You have to let God. You can say it. Let God arise. Yes, the scripture says that, but you have to let him.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes, it just made me think, oftentimes, we're not making room for him to do anything.
Right.
Oftentimes, we're not, because the first thing oftentimes we're not is surrender. We're just there on routine because it's Sunday, because it's whatever day it is.
Right.
So once you get past that point, are you inviting and welcoming? Because you can be inviting and not welcoming.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was so good. I just began to kind of think about some of the scriptures that talk about that, allowing God to do things. It's like, okay, all the times we're not allowing him.
Right.
Because he doesn't even feel. First of all, he has been invited, and if he has been invited, he doesn't feel welcome. So I thought that was really, really good.